All right, you guys, we're going to talk about erosion and deposition, right? Erosion now, if weathering breaks rocks apart, right? Weathering will break the rock apart. Now it's into pieces, right? Erosion sweeps those pieces and moves them along, moves them from one spot to another. And when they finally land, they're much smaller, they're deposited, and they're in their final spot. That's deposition. So weathering breaks the rock apart, erosion carries it away, and depositions where those pieces of sediment end up. All right, well, let's read about it. Erosion and deposition. Weathering can create a lot of loose material, boulders, pebbles, and sand. What happens to these pieces of rock? Often they are moved to a new place. The moving of sediment from one place to another is called erosion. Wind, water, ice, and gravity can move sediment from one place to another, causing erosion. Look at that. Look at these big. Wonder what moved these big boulders, these big rocks. I bet a glacier. And you see these in like different parts of southern Ohio. Think how powerful. Oh yeah, the glacier must have been to move these large boulders in Deer Isle, Maine. And I'll tell you, you go into southern Ohio if you've been on a trip with your folks. You'll sometimes see big boulders on a hill and wonder, man, how did it get there? Well, the glacier that created those landforms moved those boulders in erosion, right? They moved those broken boulders. That's erosion. What happens to the sediment that is carried away? It is deposited or dropped in a new place in a process called deposition. The soil that erodes from a hill might be deposited at the bottom of the hill. The picture on these pages shows that erosion and deposition happen to sediment of all sizes. Yeah, look at these big boulders. This right here, that right there is just a giant piece of what you would call sediment, right? That boulder was moved and deposited. That's deposition. It's deposited there. A big glacier moved them, right? Right? All different sizes right there. And that right there is all deposition, right? That's where the erosion deposited them, right? Okay, here we go. And this is the last one. Here we go. It says, oop, back up here. All right, which one are we going to do? It says, name one way you can tell that erosion is taking place. And then what is deposition? Or how about compare and contrast? How are erosion and deposition alike and different? I want to know this. What is deposition? Right? Tell me what that is. What does it mean? Okay? What has to happen first? First, you have to have weathering. Then you have to have erosion. Equals what? Right? Eventually, it's going to be deposited somewhere. All right. So I want you to tell me, what is deposition? Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed reading along with me and answering a couple questions. This is all review. Mr. T out.